Forgive me, but I have to sprint all the way in.
Funniest here.
No.
Rain is on bell. Yeah. Jack's behind. Run! Oh yeah, oh my god. Daddy connection.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Go another book on that side.
Oh yeah. That's not how you attach.
What the fuck?
That's how you attach.
Oh my!
Zeri wall, for people. It hurts your teammates.
Yeah, she should hurt everyone.
Neon is Neon. No, Neon is first. Mid. Technically it's the other way around because Neon released first.
No, there's no way.
Guys,
the
we're gonna go
smoke?
for something.
The smoke? Guys, you don't even understand what
She
happened?
just fucking flicked.
Jake,
30.
permission to throw?
Permission granted.
Yeah, what?
The last thing a player of a Riot game wants to hear these days is that a new character is coming out. In both League and Valorant, the last three characters follow an incredible pattern. One with so many tools they're basically a walking Home Depot, another with so many tools but mostly feels like they're picked for their one overbearing ability, and one so annoying that basically 99% of the player base would rather be shot in the temple than have to play against them. But when Riot released the trailer for new Valorant agent Neon, and on the same day League's new champion Zeri was leaked to Twitter, and they both looked the exact same besides a couple appearance changes, people were skeptical. What followed was an article about Riot Games' latest experiment. Headed by August Browning, or Riot August, Riot combined the character design crews of League and Valorant and created two champions, both alike in kit and playstyle, but each adapted for their own game and universe. To recap, Zeri is a Zonite child with the power to harness electricity, and she's using it to stand up for her fellow lower-class Zonites to stick it to the Chem Barons. If you recognize Zon from Arcane, I'm very sorry to disappoint, but they are very different places in the League universe. For example, here is Victor. While little is known about Valorant lore, we do know that there are two different types of people with tech and people that are Radiants, or people with magic. Neon is a Radiant with the power of electricity that looks like Baja Blast.
The hunt begins.
Behind. Just go.
Riot chose electricity when designing these two champions to focus on one core gameplay aspect, speed. And how did it go? I'd say pretty well. Neon's introduction to Valorant kind of broke the game for her first couple weeks. Valorant is a game where movement is constant. Every character moves at the same speed, and some characters have movement abilities that they can only use once. Naturally, adding a character that has access to a run faster than everyone in the game, basically the whole round, is incredibly obnoxious and broken at first glance. Oh, and she also has a combat slide that resets on kill and with low end lag, so she can slide past a corner and one-tap you. Now that the hype died down and people have been given a chance to figure her out, she's left in the game at a fairly useful character with a high skill ceiling that can force the opposing team to play around her differently than they would with another character. Overall, a pretty great addition in my opinion and very unique. In contrast, League of Legends is a game with way too much movement. Practically every character has a dash or a movement speed steroid, and they both usually reset on kill. Implementing that aspect of League into Valorant with Neon was easy, so in order to implement Valorant into League with Zeri, Riot was like, yo, level with me here? What if we gave Akali a Vandal? Zeri's Q ability is her auto attack, and her regular auto attack is a spell. This means yes, you have to aim her auto attack, which has never been done before in League. The closest comparison we have is Ezreal, and he still has an attack speed steroid on his passive, so you can fall back on right-clicking if you start missing all of your Qs. With Zeri, unless you're going a completely different build, missing your Q means missing basically all of your damage, replicating the experience of choking all of your shots in Valorant in League of Legends. This is super neat and it's skill expressive, and it takes my previous video title and throws it out the window because yes, as a self-proclaimed Kindred one-trick, I hereby announce that Zeri is a more interesting champion than Kindred is. Can we please get some golf claps for Riot Games? Finally, the characters were created to be like parallel universes of each other. Neon is supposed to be the negative charge of electricity, and Zeri is the positive. Neon is generally more abrasive and hardened, which makes sense since Valorant characters are basically all arrogant hotshots, while Zeri is more happy-go-lucky and upbeat, which makes sense because she's in the same game as Teemo and Lulu. They also both have bandages on their face, with Neon's being a minus sign and Zeri's being a plus sign. They both have the same hairstyle and build, they're both Filipino, they both have the same voice actor, and my personal favorite is that Zeri's champion theme is an amped up version of Valorant's Episode 4 lobby music.
This city never sleeps, chemically brought down on its knees.
So, I started this video with a Neon montage and I'm going to end it with a Zeri montage, but before I go, let me run through what you should have learned. 1. A Riot game shaking up things a little bit with champions is a good thing, since it gives us cool stuff like Zeri and Neon. 2. Riot August was the main designer behind these two, and he's also worked on champions like Jhin and Jinx, so with this knowledge in mind, I could probably trust him with my firstborn child and it would probably turn out great. 3. I'm not that good at Valorant, but anyone can make a montage look cool with enough editing. And 4. I am pretty damn good at League of Legends.
I think I can. How?
Are you stuck in nostalgia like me? Come on, my bonafide prospective lover, a magic mystery ride. One drop. Search for dopamine. Miss your cherry kisses on your chin. Ooh, Molly, are you stuck in nostalgia like me? No matter what, Molly, I'm always with you in my head. Come back again. Ooh, Molly, if you're stuck in nostalgia like me. Come on, my bonafide prospective lover, a magic mystery ride to rediscover. Pursue to find my virtue, follow through. He get loose.
You stupid.